Greetings, Ray Carnicelli from Lax904. Happy game day. I wish I was in the Rocky Mountains like some of you are today, not just because it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. You're in the Rocky Mountains. Big time lacrosse game, Jacksonville versus Robert Morris. Loser goes home. Winner gets to play Air Force. The game earlier today will be Bellarmine versus Cleveland State, so it's a doubleheader. I warned everybody, I'm going to have a spoiler. I'm going to tell you the final score, and I'm going to tell you how this game's going to go. So if you don't want to know, now's the time to flip it off. So I'll give you a second. Okay, you're still here. So what's going to determine this game? Will the better team win? Not necessarily. Will the team who won earlier in the season dominate? Maybe not, maybe. Last year's game, will that have an effect? The regular season, Jacksonville won. Then they lost a heartbreaker that sent them home in the quarterfinals of the ASUN last year. Will that have an effect? It won't determine the game. What's going to determine the game today is who plays better, who stays focused, and who sticks to their game plan and can execute. Obviously, the specialists in all lacrosse games have a lot to do with it. Nathan Cap's playing unbelievable right now, along with that stepped-up wing play. I love the way that the wing guys are playing, whether it's Hubs or whether it's Chris Darminio or Tucker Denault. Who knows? There's a lot of guys who can go out there and play on the wings. And Nathan Cap's doing a great job making great decisions. So they have to continue to do that. Robert Morris has had some success on the faceoffs this season. I think they're going at about a 56% clip. So Jacksonville doesn't need to dominate. They just need to not let Robert Morris dominate. So even things out at the faceoff spot and get the ball to the offense. That'll be one key. Goalie play, I think that's an area where Jacksonville has a distinct advantage. Robert Morris has been playing a couple of goalies. Both of them are under 50%, and as a team under 50% to the season. The opposing goalies are actually playing pretty good against Robert Morris, so that may indicate the shooting. You know, I love stats. I love looking at the stats, but the stats aren't going to determine this game. Obviously, you want to win the ground balls, but I want to see Jacksonville win this game between the lines. Last game against Bellarmine, one of the things that really impressed me outside of the shooting and the scoring and the assisted goals was the team ground ball play. And on the broadcast, if you had a chance to go back and watch it, Coach Grinelli and I noticed and commented repeatedly on the team ground ball work. It wasn't always the first guy to the ball, whether that was the opponent or Jacksonville. Jacksonville did a really good job of taking the man, letting the other guy get the body, communicating on those ground balls. Robert Morris is going to try to muck things up a little bit. They create a lot of turnovers, so keep an eye on the cause turnovers. Turnovers are okay if you are trying to get aggressive in the offense. You cannot have turnovers on the defensive end or in the clearing game. That's where Robert Morris will make you pay. Obviously, Jacksonville's offense with Intreri, Griner, and Brown at attack are playing at a very, very high level. But there are so many options at the midfield and in transition, and that's going to be, once again, between the midfield lines. Hoping to see Jacksonville execute today. Caputo's playing at a high level. Taylor's playing at a high level. Ethan Lamond, we saw him get banged up. I thought I saw him trying to plead with Coach Galloway to get back in the game. He had his gloves and his stick after that injury, and I'm sure Coach Galloway was like, no way. So I feel like he might be playing, but even if he's not, they've got the guys to step up and do it. As I mentioned, Marshall McGuire had a great game, and the depth at the midfield is something that's really impressive for Jacksonville. They can run 3 to 4 solid midfield lines and really not miss a beat. And then when you look at Hubs, Denault, obviously Tucker Garrity is an elite player. They have the better roster. They have to play a complete 4-quarter game today. Now, last year, the quarterfinal loss, I bought a non-refundable ticket to go on to the next game, and I was confident Jacksonville was going to go up there and play, and they fought back. They scored 3 late goals to get it to 1. But that disappointment, it's okay to feel that, to remember that, to let that motivate you a little bit. You're playing a team that you've defeated already once in the regular season, but throw out the records. Both teams traveling across country on short rest. I think that Jacksonville's depth is going to be a huge advantage for them. So if they play, I think they're the better team, but they do have to play a complete game, and I think they will. So here it goes. I think Jacksonville's going to win the game 14-7, and we'll talk more about the next game after they put this one to bed. Can't wait to watch it. Everyone was disappointed that they didn't get the bye, but here we are Tuesday, and we get to watch lacrosse on the East Coast in the afternoon, and I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait, and we'll follow up with you after the game, see how my prediction came out, break down the results, and hopefully talk a little bit more about Air Force. So if you're out there, enjoy the game. Wish I was there. For the rest of you around the country and around wherever you might be, we've got people listening from all over and watching from all over. Enjoy the games today. Got some Patriot League action later on today as well. So it's a great Tuesday for lacrosse. Let's go JU, get this done, and we'll move on to the next step. Have a good day.